Alright, YouTube, welcome back to the channel. I told you I'm gonna keep doing this review thing. I always seen other people do it, and I always want to try it and want to do it myself, and I kind of like it. So here I go again. And I thank BET them for doing these little docu-series so I can try this thing out. Y'all seem to be liking it, so yeah, I'm gonna keep doing it. We back again. I said that before. Sorry. With the Ruff Ryders Chronicles. But I think this is gonna be a short episode. Just put that out there, short episode. It was only one episode anyway, and it'll be a short episode because it's the origin story. I told how they got started. So hit that like button, man. Subscribe to the channel, drop a comment, share. Let's get into this. It started off about I think the dude name is Joaquin, Juan, Dean. He and his sister, I forget his sister's name. I think his whole family, rather. It seemed like his whole family had something to do with Ruff Ryders, or the founding of Ruff Ryders. They were I guess, management of it. I mean, founders they could do a whole lot. They just ain't gotta just be founding something. They seem like they did a whole lot. I think one of them was in like talent relations or something like that. You got Warren, you got his other brother Dean, and I forget his sister name. I think it's like Chivo. I don't know. I think they'll put this up on their BET. Hopefully, me talking about it make you want to go watch it. Hopefully, I think that's how reviews go. You watch a person review, and they make you want to go check it out for yourself. But anyway, I'll probably be a bad reviewer, so you probably don't want to watch me. It talked about how they grew up in the Bronx before they got to being truly Rough Riders and stuff. Talked about their family, how they grew up. I think at a certain age, like a lot of black men in the inner city, they turn to drugs. Some, not all, some turn to drugs or have a criminal past. It seemed like there was. I don't want to say that in rap because a lot of rappers don't have criminal pasts, but not Darren, but Juan. I think it's Juan. It's weird. It's like WAAN. It's the way that his like nickname is Juan. He talked about one time how I ain't gonna lie, I'm glad he told me that because I thought that too, about when he was sitting at a bar with a friend one day and they told him, like, if you ever getting shot at by somebody, you might want to bob and weave, run and zigzag so you don't get hit. And then right after that, he walked out the store. He was a drug dealer by this time. He walked out the bar and somebody pulled a gun on him. The first time they almost tried to shoot him, the gun didn't go off. I guess it jammed or something. So he said he started running, started zigzagging. He kept hearing the gun click, and it never went off. And then it finally went off, and he got hit. So that let me know running in zigzags don't work. That's what I got out of that. That's what I got out of that. Yeah, and he got shot, and I think the bullet was close to his heart, so they couldn't either really close to his heart or in his heart, and they couldn't take it out. It was something like that. I don't remember the whole details about it, but I do remember that. I think his sister was named Siobhan. It's the way it is spelt. I'm not a great speller. I never did any spelling bees. It was like CHIVON, Siobhan. That's the first time I seen it spelled like that. Okay, and yeah, he went to the hospital. Like I said, they couldn't get the bullet out because it was kind of like really close to his heart, and they couldn't do anything. They started bleeding, helped him out. He survived, of course, because we sitting here talking about it today. Wait a minute, I had to review my facts. Actually, him and Juan and his brother D actually went to jail before he got shot. I jumped the gun there. They went to jail, I think, for like armed robbery or something like that. So you got why they would want to get out of that and try to get into the rap game. And I think with him, his brother D, I think all of them, like I said, it seemed like his whole family, they may have been the founders of the Ruff Ryders. It was him, D, and Siobhan. I'm going to say Siobhan. All were looking for talent, looking for a rapper. They were trying to get in the rap business. And they met some dude, I forget his name right now, not clicking in my head. And he said he had artists. And that artist was who? The Dead Man X. Why did DMX name himself that? He was telling you something about his life right back then, even then with the name Dead Man X. But and it's funny like when you see this and you kind of like the same thing with the Chronicles for No Limit. And then when you listen to the rapper when they first started, even when you listen to popular rappers now, because 50 Cent, I think that's a question. What would you, Chronicles, quick question, who would you like for them to do another like docu-series with? I would say 50 Cent and the G Unit. Or Ja Rule. You could do either one of those. I think both of them are great subjects, great docu-series, great rappers that you could do a docu-series on. And you probably, I don't know if anybody would want to see the one with Eminem, or Dr. Dre. You got a lot. Eazy-E. But they did that with Eazy-E and them, so I don't think they probably want to do another thing about that. But anyway, back to the review. They had DMX. He did not sound like DMX back then. That's what I was trying to get to. But yeah, he did not sound like DMX back then, but he had potential. Or the people thought he had potential. They went in, and even back then, DMX was signed to another record label that really wasn't using him like that. So, them people had to run up in somebody's house. I don't know if it was in the house that DMX was in, but they ran up in the dude's house to get that contract, to try to sign DMX. And it was crazy how that happened, because they talked about how it also talked about how DMX used to just rob people, not with a gun, not with a knife, but with a dog. That's some real hard shit there. I could never imagine I'm running, but I think that I don't want to say he was rolling up on white people, but he could have been rolling up on anybody. I mean, you see a vicious big pit bull, especially with a pit, man, everybody running. If it was a pit bull, I'd give up everything I got. And they said that he was robbing people. I don't know if that's true or not. I mean, that's astonishing. That's truly astonishing to see. Like, you imagine that? You know, you walking down the street, you see a dude walking up to you with a pit bull. You say, hey, there go a pit bull. And he like, hey, give it up. You know what this is. And it like, he just robbed me with a pit bull. I mean, cause you ain't funny. Like, you can run, but that dog probably gonna catch you. Yeah, he gonna catch you. But anyway, they got with DMX. They started working on some songs. They created DMX's first song was Born to Lose. That song did not do well. I don't know if it was because of marketing or what. It did not do well, and it was a failure. Basically, it was a failure, and it was bad because, well, I won't say it was bad because I think that helped. It helped them out more. It helped them out towards because it never seemed like he changed the way that he rapped during his early stages. So it just added on more stuff. And they also talked about DMX's life. I kind of knew some stuff about his life. Like, him and his mom had bad situations. It also talked about how he got hooked on crack cocaine. One of his people that he was kind of like a mentor to him. Really messed him up. Didn't want to say that word. Really messed him up, where he supposed to be giving him some weed. And that happened to a lot of people. Now that I think about it, I heard that story before, and it ain't just about DMX. Well, the dude gave him some weed, and DMX didn't, as a young age, didn't know that it was weed laced with crack. I forget what they called that, but yeah, that was his first instance with crack cocaine. And it ruined him ever since. Hopefully he better. He better now. He ain't got a little big and look a little fat, but the voice a little raspy. You know what I'm saying? I can't really talk, but anyway, you love it. He was raspy back then. What I'm talking about. Then they tried to drop a second song. That song didn't do well either. And they told a story, and they probably a lot of stories from a lot of struggling artists in the beginning. Like they were passing the songs out, trying to give people the songs. And one of the people that they gave the song, gave one of his disc or tape to, was Wendy Williams. And they gave it to her, thought she was going to play it, and then she drove down the street and she threw the tape out the window. They saw her do it. And it was like, X was mad. Of course you would be mad. Everybody would be mad. And he was right, because he was like, yo, the streets are going to love me. The streets love me. They going to love me. He just had to find an outlet. They also signed, I don't know if they signed or they brought in. This is crazy, because I guess this is the reason how that beef started with them. And speaking of Ja Rule, because they brought in Irv Gotti. Irv Gotti was a young up-and-coming producer, want to be producer in a way, and they brought him in. And that who was the one who produced the second track for DMX. Because Warren bought him a beat maker? It was something like that, beat maker. So, and that was kind of like the recap of that whole episode for me anyway. Like it really didn't get into DMX part until like the latter moments of the episode. And I think in 5 episodes, we got 4 more episodes to go. So we're gonna get into the locks. We're gonna get into D Block. We're gonna get into Eve. Then we're gonna get into a lot of stuff. Also, before I go, I want to ask a question. For all the fans that was back, or Ruff Ryders fans, did y'all think that, cause I heard this a lot, that Dragon was supposed to be a major superstar for Ruff Ryders? Let me know down in the comment section. Were you one of the people who was feeling that way? I heard some songs with him, but I mean, I don't know how you dictate who's a star and things like that when it comes down to hip hop. So let me know down in the comment section. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, type a comment, share, and we'll be back with some more Chronicles, the Ruff Ryders story. Peace.